Hi, I am Katie. Our group definition of silence is to not speak any unnecessary thoughts that could be hurtful. The word silence comes from the 13th century in Old French. My example of silence in literature is in the book Karma, when the main character takes a vow of silence after she experiences loss after riots in New Delhi. My anecdote for silence is when I was bored and was going to say something just to speak. I decided, however, do not speak unnecessary thoughts and to be quiet.
In the book Impulse by Ellen Hopkins, one of the characters, in the end, grows silent because of the hurt that he was gone through at his house. No one could help in try and talk about his feelings, so nothing made him better. I used this virtue when someone at my table at lunch decided to say something completely unnecessary toward me. But instead of retaliating and saying something rude back, I used this virtue and stayed silent because I did not want any conflict.
Hey, my name is Mikhail Sterstash and my group did the virtue silence for our project. My definition of silence is that harsh words and mean thoughts should be kept just that, thoughts. My literary example is the book Perfect Chemistry by Simone Elkeles. In the book, everything is based off of rumors and secrets. People lie, cheat, spread stories and say horrible things to each other. It is a great example of how these things can build up false relationships and destroy good ones. My personal anecdote for silence is that I use this virtue when my brother annoys me and makes little side comments. There are a lot of things I would like to say to him, but I don't because they are not very nice. And that is all of my individual stuff. Thanks for listening. Peace out.
In Tony Dungy's book Uncommon, he talks about if a time comes when you have a disagreement with a family member or coworker, for example. He says that you need to be silent and let the heat of the argument go away before you try to talk to that person again. I used this virtue last week while at practice. A teammate of mine said something I thought was unnecessary. I decided that it wasn't my responsibility to say something to him, and I let the coach know about what he said. Oftentimes, people won't think about whether or not what they are going to say to a person will actually be beneficial or helpful. This is a quality we all can get better at.
In the book Beautiful by Amy Reed, Cassie is always quiet and doesn't talk very often unless spoken to. She keeps her thoughts to herself so she doesn't hurt other people's feelings. She always listens to what other people tell her to do so they won't get mad at her. I used the virtue last night at work. There is this old lady that comes in every week to eat by herself. She's always rude and makes rude comments. So I used this virtue and didn't make rude comments back.
In Suzanne Collins' book The Hunger Games, Katniss Everdeen has to be quiet while during the Hunger Games because she is hiding in a tree and a group of people that want to kill her are right under her. If she would have been noisy, they would have spotted her and most likely killed her. Today at lunch I used this virtue. I was sitting there minding my own business when a person at my lunch table freaked out about nothing and told the dumbest story ever. I thought it was really dumb and wanted to tell her it was extremely dumb. Also, she complains about people and things the whole lunch period. I'd really like to tell her to just be quiet.
Overall, we chose silence because it is a very important virtue. It allows you to censor your thoughts and say only the significant things. By using silence, useless babble is eliminated and talking means more.